Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everybody. I'm Evan James, also known as EvanJamesWx, and today we have our third preliminary hurricane season forecast updated as March 1st, 2022, with all the new model information, current status of the ENZO, and much more. If you guys go on and to enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you are always reminded when I upload a video next. Without further ado, let's get right into things. So to start off with our ridging and storm motion currently forecasted for the August, September, October timeframe, also known as peak season, we have some interesting updates here. So according to the updated runs of the CFS V2 and CANSIPS models, there still appears to be a strong ridge kind of set in place for peak season, if you will. In that time frame, this type of setup will most likely lessen the amount of fish storms, because compared to 2021, we kind of had that ridge weaken, which allowed a lot of strong storms, thankfully, to kind of get steered and just remain as fish storms, which means that they never really make landfall. They just kind of move out there and do their own thing out in the open Atlantic Ocean. And so that is the fact that we're going to have a stronger ridge this year compared to last year is going to increase the overall amount of landfalls during the season. It should also be noted that the CANSIPS model, which is not at the left, obviously, it's at the bottom. So the CANSIPS model there at the bottom, sorry about that, is given a very below average pressure signature across the Caribbean and Gulf of Mexico, as shown right there, of course. This is noting the possibility of numerous low pressure systems crossing or developing in that general area over the given time frame, which is your August, September, October time frame of this year, which is going to be your peak season time frame. So let's take a look at our current and future ENZO region status. And according to both models here, a weak La Nina is actually going to maybe be in place as we get into the season, more so than originally thought. There is a medium 35 to 55% chance that the ENZO region will become neutral during the peak season, still noting that very active possibility. Although, though, as current models do point, a weak La Nina in the August, September, October timeframe is not completely out of the question. That is still on the table, and we may, just may, have a extremely active hurricane season this year if parameters stay and come into place as we make it through the spring forecast barrier, as I've noted across past a couple of my videos, and as we get to more so of June and July. If everything kind of sticks in place and maybe gets a little bit worse here, as if the La Nina might strengthen, you get higher precip anomalies, so on and so forth, this could be a very, very dangerous hurricane season. The amount of wind shear. So according to the CFS V2 and CANSIPS models, below average wind shear in the Gulf of Mexico and Caribbean still seems to be the most likely scenario due to that weak La Nina possibility and even a cool ENZO neutral phase. As you guys can see, the Pacific and both models agree to be kind of suppressed here, and both models kind of seem to grasp that Caribbean below average shear. And you do have some shear there in the MDR, but nothing that would probably be enough to impact development here during the peak activity timing here as we get through the beginning of September and then so on and so forth. Now, looking at our 200 millibar velocity anomalies, according to both models, yet again, there's notable confidence that rising air will be prominent across much of the Atlantic and the Caribbean, as well as the Gulf of Mexico. Suppression is beginning to show up in the Eastern Pacific Ocean due to the possibility of the La Nina. It suppresses the Pacific and enables the Atlantic due to the possibility of that lingering weak La Nina, or maybe even a weak La Nina in place during the peak season time frame. Like I said, that is still on the table. We cannot take our eyes off that possibility. And going on into our precipitation anomalies, according to both models, I keep saying that, but I just want to show y'all, both here hand in hand that they agree. There's absolutely no shortage of above average precipitation across much of the MDR region and Caribbean, especially highlighted on the CANSIPS model here on the right, which I do believe unfortunately has a better take on the fact that we're going to have more than enough tropical juice, as one would say, in the atmosphere to get storms cranking faster and even enable them to be possibly stronger, because since you will have above average precipitation in that region, it's going to definitely kind of pump the dry air out. There might not be as much dry air kind of in the area as we had last year, And so that amount allows storms to become more concentrated and possibly even stronger. That is a bit of a far reach now, speaking from the beginning of March, but we're just noting that that is a possibility and also on the table as well. The bottom line here is that as parameters begin to fall into place, we get past the spring forecast barrier, if you will, as I've noted in my past couple videos. Just ever since December in general, it has trended to look like we might even be more active than originally thought in November and December. And if things continue and things uptrend, as of, like I said earlier, the La Nina gets stronger, we have higher precip anomalies, everything just overall looks more favorable, then we are going to deal with a very, very active season. That is why, as of March 1st, 2022, I am forecasting 18 to 20 named storms compared to the 14 on average and the 21 that was in 2021. 7 to 9 hurricanes compared to your 7 on average, and we had 7 in 2021, so possibly at average or even above average in terms of hurricanes. And for our major hurricanes, I'm forecasting 4 to 6 major hurricanes possible, with the average being 3 and 2021 having 4. So I do think there is that possibility, unfortunately, that we could be dealing with more major hurricanes than last year, kind of at race with 2020, maybe not as active as many named storms, but there is a possibility that we could have as many dangerous storms, if you will. All right, everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you're always reminded when I upload next. My next forecast will probably be sometime in April, so be on the lookout for that as well, with off-season forecast discussions coming in between. I hope you guys all have a great night, great day, great morning whenever you're watching this. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy. Bye-bye.